The Phoenix Suns. My number is, there are a bunch of different ways I go with this, but my number is 1 for them again after using this for the Pelicans. Among every player in the league who's attempting at least 3 off the dribble 3-pointers per game, Devin Booker ranks first in his conversion rate on those shots, 42.1%. That is by far and away a career high for him. His previous career high was 36.4% in 2017, 2018. That also happens to be the only other time that he shot better than 33.8% on off the dribble threes in a season. This seems sort of basic for Phoenix, but I think a lot of stuff is, some people focus on their shot profile. We even talked about they don't get to the rim, but they just don't need to, at least not during the regular season. Cam Johnson has been spectacular over the past few weeks, and the aesthetics on his jumper are an aphrodisiac. So just go watch Cam Johnson take jumpers, make or miss. I'm telling you, it's gonna rev your engine. I wanted to go with this because I think that efficiency is it's one of the reasons why you don't need to get to the rim if you're Phoenix, because you always had the threat of Devin Booker off the dribble to leverage, but he's been hitting his threes overall. Looking at catch and shoot, just his efficiency on threes this year has been such a huge deal. But if you're going to shoot 42.1% he has almost 100 off the dribble 3-pointers so far this season, that's going to be monstrous for them when you're looking at their postseason trajectory. Should they not be able to acquire someone who helps add pressure to the rim, just a version of Devin Booker. Even when you've watched him play, I would hazard that he's just one of those guys you would estimate his career 3-point percentage, or any given, with the exception of this year, any given single season 3-point percentage, you're going to estimate it as being much higher than it actually was, because the aesthetics on his shot just look so good too. And to see it come together so nicely for him this season, to now just have an off the dribble 3-pointer in his arsenal, to be able to hit the pull up, even if they're not the most complicated off the dribble jumpers. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't after watching footage on them. Devin Booker is spectacular, and he's added this sort of layer to his offensive game, and he deserves to be an all-star and probably would make my all-NBA ballot at this point, I believe.
How many all-stars is Phoenix going to have?
2. I don't really know where your third one is coming from, unless you think Ayton's going to crack
maybe
the
Ayton.
big one.
I mean, if you're giving a spot to Porzingis, then
you're not, though. I just want to make that clear. No one should be giving a spot to Kristaps Porzingis.
So you still think 2, though? You don't think Ayton will get in?
I'd be pretty shocked if, I guess I'm trying to think of just the front court players that would be. Kawhi's out. Anthony Davis is out. Will Paul George have played enough? I don't know.
I think it's going to be close. I could see him getting in as like an injury or COVID replacement.
No, enough with it. No, I'm not doing injury or COVID replacement right now. Is he making the first iteration of the All-Star ballot?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. But I mean, I've talked about this a bajillion times, how I want the All-Star rosters to expand. So I like giving credit to the guys who might eventually get in, even if they're not featured on that first selection.
Are you going to pick Melo in case they do the thing where they give you like the, attaboy career achievement spot?
God, I hope not. I hate that so much.
That one you're against.
I was so against that. It's not a legacy. It shouldn't be a legacy achievement. It's supposed to be this season.
Yes, but you're also working outside the confines of the roster count at the moment. So
yes,
I'm just going to
absolutely.
The strictures within which you work remain puzzling and very inconsistent.
I'll take it.